I've been talking about all the stuff you wanted to hear for years. Now I'm gonna talk about what you don't want to hear. They don't want to hear that good shit. Where my niggas at? Take care of their kids. Learn their lesson from their first bid. Who getting money? Who ain't no motherfucking dummy? Who ain't gon' let these white folks leave them bummy? They like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. That's fuckboy shit. That's fuckboy shit. All my niggas getting money. Who you with? All my niggas with them choppers try to hit. It's been a long time since a nigga been locked up, and I ain't going back. I put that on my dick and nuts. Don't get it twisted. I'm always gonna be ratchet. I always got my whistle. I'm never out.
Hello. How are you doing today? I am Prez, and you welcome, and you just stumbled upon a Real Ninjas podcast, a Ninjas. Okay, and today,
well, you better watch that R.
Then you're the Ninjas. Okay, and today,
I ain't no ninja.
I have my fellow Ninjas.
No, you don't. Not a ninja. It's real close.
Well, I got guys with me. Here you go. Just fucking around. What up? It's me, Prez. Back at it again. You just talk about a Real Ninjas podcast where we critique underground music, talk about speak on. God damn it! It's one of them days, y'all. Okay.
Man, need some good little smokies.
Yeah. This Uncanny. What up?
Oh, what's the word? He went right to eat the little smoky. Midwest Connection. If you ain't connected, you ain't respected. You already know what type time we on, man. Another episode of Real Ninjas podcast. And of course, if I'm here and Prez is here, we're here with the one, the only.
Master Low. Cornbread 217.
Cool.
Hashtag stay coned. And you already know what it is. Enacting the clause. Real ninjas. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. Because as you see, I'm not in the intro. So whatever.
You still in that damn intro?
Niggas got to do another intro. That took time, the first one.
Oh, no. That's all right. I would do my old intro. And I would just add it after that one.
Oh, my God.
So, speaking of underground music, man, Turn Tuesdays, man. With your boy, DJ Uncanny. Unfortunately, I passed out in some putts.
It was fucking awesome.
Talk about it, man.
If I'm gonna be quite honest with you, man, it was a great time. Shouts out to Yachty and Wet Bar for letting us continue to do our thing and give a platform to underground artists and regional artists. And hell, artists on their way up, for real, for real. It was a lot of great talent in the room, man. We had talent from as far away as Ohio back in the building, man. St. Louis was definitely heavy through there. Chi-Town was in the building. Of course, Springfield definitely represented, man. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming and rocking. We had some, amazing performances. If you haven't been on your social media, then you just didn't know. But we kicked it last night.
Oh, yeah. I said it was thick up in there.
Super.
And it looked like it was a vasectomy in there.
Hey, man, it was a nice ratio. There was a lot of ladies in there, man. A lot of beautiful ladies in the building, man. Shout out.
I saw on the story.
Yeah, man. Ladies. Yeah, it was a good party, man. If that's good music, good vibes, and a great ratio. That makes a good party to me.
Who drank that half a shot?
Me.
Okay.
Why, you got the other half?
No, you got some punch.
We shouting out to the sponsors, man.
I got mine already.
You know what I'm saying?
Go.
No, we still at the old spot, Jeff.
Right, that's presidential fitness. Wanna get that booty tight, that's presidential fitness. Then a star is born with a unicorn at presidential fitness. And female
And also,
if you don't have breakfast and you don't have lunch, but you want to get turned, get some podcast punch. Once you down this, then you'll be slumped. It's podcast punch. So
I will
open
be
it
adding
down,
these to the
guzzle
actual
it down.
files next
You know the
week.
plan. Share with your fam. The flavor of tequila and Hawaiian punch is such a tasty treat. If you want to fuck anus and you want some cunt, then get her a half glass of the podcast punch. Podcast punch.
So we always late.
The
Hey,
intro is literally 60 seconds. This nigga got 4 songs on the damn show.
hey, man. He got mad commercials talking about the intro.
right. I'm part of the show, man.
You're a part of the show.
I'm creating content
you're
for the show.
You're a bulk of the show with commercials.
What are you doing?
Man.
Not putting me in the intro then.
Look how long it took you to put it, to upload the videos you already got.
But I made them know. You ain't even showed me a made intro
What
that
up,
you ain't
Billy?
even fake put up there.
What up, Philly?
What up?
Here's somebody. We missing y'all.
What up, man? We coolin', man. What's the
No,
word?
he says we're in a new spot. No, we in a new spot.
No, that's what I said.
In the building.
We in the old spot, but it's the
But
new
speaking
spot.
of new spots, that's old spots. Nigga,
Fresh.
tell me about that 5th and North Grand, man.
Oh, the 5th Street Shop. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call it. I'm just gonna call it the 5th Street Shop, just to keep it simple. If y'all didn't know, I was trying to come up with a name for it for days. It's on 5th Street, so that's pretty much the what I'm doing out of there. I don't know. First thing I'm doing is paint nights every Thursday, starting
Every Thursday.
every Thursday. Get your spots. There's only 30 a night. And you gotta pre-register. So you gotta hit me up the day before at least, or before spots are gone. Then on Sundays,
How many spots?
it's only 30 on 30 paint spots. Okay. And on Sundays, I'm doing a flea market where I got the idea from just because I'm an entrepreneur. People want a place to sell their shit. They don't want to sell it out their house. They want motherfuckers come over their crib. You know what I mean? So here's a spot for you to come sell your stuff at. You know, so every Sunday, come get your spot at the 5th Street Flea Market. And then I've also written out the venue, small venues, weddings, not birthday parties, weddings, baby showers, anything that got to do with anything that don't go past 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? Shoot, I'm not in the party business over there. If you want to party, you might can do it at Presidential Fitness, maybe, you know. But I done booked 4 fucking baby showers already just by posting it yesterday. So I don't know if I'm going to do any party. So maybe some rap battles. Maybe if you got, if you're trying to do like an album release party, you got a certain amount of people you want to come. I'm not trying to let more than 40 to 60 people.
It's a small gathering.
Small gatherings only, you know what I mean? Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. He said, congrats on the move. It's major. I'm trying to make it major. The last people who stayed in there, you know, shooting, they're my cousins too, so I ain't talking about them, you know, but the spot is hot. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Shoot, as the great Weezy once said. And all I'm doing, I'm really trying to do a remake because the police don't want nobody there. They wanted to condemn the place, say nobody there. Okay, so I had just to get in the place, I had to go talk to a couple people. It was a ridiculous deposit down at CWLP because they don't want nobody in there. And the rent is okay, but it's kind of stupid. You know what I mean? But I see the money making potential in that building, and it was a small cost to
boss up. That's what he said.
There you go.
He said what he said is it's bread in there.
Yeah, so
We about to go get it. What you talking about?
I gotta get it.
That's all I heard was paint nights, flea markets, pop-ups. Y'all heard of Fifth Street Shop.
Entrepreneurial shit.
Mm-hmm.
Support black businesses.
And that's what I'm doing also. You know what I mean? I'm having a spot to support entrepreneurs. I ain't gonna say black business.
Other entrepreneurial
yeah.
endeavors.
Yeah. So if you got a unique product you're trying to sell, because we got enough people selling shirts around town. You know what I mean? So if you got you selling incense, selling refrigerator magnets, whatever you're selling.
Massages without Felice ending.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
and you got bring your table. Shoot, bring your table. Shoot.
Also, what he's saying is Felice Endings welcome.
I just put an ad in the State Journal Register and the Shopper for.
I see you also got invited to the Chamber of Commerce. That's kind of big.
I did. That's
Congratulations.
Because now, you know what I'm saying, they can help you with other type of shit. You know what I'm saying, involving growing your business.
That's fucking cool. Like I was just in.
Also, city council gonna be involved.
Oh
you
yeah,
know
cause I'm
what
running for mayor one day. Oh no, hold on. Well, who stays? Is it mayor that stay in town or the governor? Which one the governor? I want to be Justin Springfield. What's that? Mayor.
Mayor,
Yeah, I don't want to be the mayor. I want to be
governors of the whole state.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I don't want the governor. I just want to take care of Springfield. I already got my.
Well, once you get in that position, can you please make our downtown great again?
I will. Don't worry. It's gonna be all type of street events going on. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I'm gonna teach enough. See, I already got my plan in motion. I'm gonna teach enough kids how to fight when they grow in 10 years. When they 19, you know what I mean? Shit, they're gonna vote for their old coach. You know what I mean? Shit, knock a couple people out on TV.
Yeah.
The people, my constituents people my age gonna vote for me. It's a popularity contest. You know what I mean? So I just want to do my 3 years and roll the fuck out. You know what I mean? Shoot. I'm gonna dang, I ain't gonna make jokes. I really want to go run for some type of political shit. So
Okay.
I ain't gonna say nothing that fuck it up.
Okay, makes sense.
I ain't gonna fuck it up.
I ain't
Once.
gonna
Well,
Fuck it
whenever
up
you go and need a
twice.
campaign jingle, holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying?
That campaign gonna be the littiest of lits. I'll tell you that right now. Whatever I do is gonna be lit, and it's definitely gonna have some rapping. And my running mate is gonna be called Coon. It's gonna be the Coon. Come meet my daddy. We'll find hella partnership. Your real daddy or your zaddy?
I don't understand what's going on.
This is Springfield.
Oh
This is
shit!
all fucking sexy.
I think she's saying it's
Oh, okay.
policing's
Okay. Well, I'm reading it back.
Oh.
I'm reading it from down to up.
over there.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I think
It's
she
this
came in-
way.
Yeah, I think she came in after you said the Messiah.
The Felice endings, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All,
So
all
you get
fucking
your back
sexy
cracked
as fuck.
and crack your back. You,
You
know
said
what I'm
all
saying?
fucking sexy as fuck. So,
Bow, bow,
Are you saying all sex is sexy? because I see some bogus sex.
Oh, I was doing the sex.
Two
music.
girls, one cup. It was not sexy.
So that wasn't about the girl that got COVID from the restaurant that she
Shut the
drank
hell
out of a cup that another girl drank out of.
Lane Reed says, "Is you got my vote."
Hey, thank you, Lane.
Speaking of crazy shit at restaurants, somebody posted a picture of a sign in a Popeyes drive-thru that for verbatim said that, you know, once this location becomes under new management, I reserve the right to refuse to serve white people.
Damn.
Sincerely yours, Mason. And I
Damn.
reposted it, and motherfuckers had shit to say about this. I thought
To
it was
you?
no,
Oh, okay.
about the subject.
Okay.
So I thought it was hilarious because one, it was at a Popeyes. Two, the Popeyes was on Ronald Reagan Drive, and we know how I feel about Ronald Reagan Drive. It's the Martin Luther King Drive of white people. You know what I'm saying? But then,
white niggas go.
but then 3, I'm just thinking, okay, if this nigga's doing this at Popeyes on Ronald Reagan Drive, why not just go to churches in the hood anyway, since it's better, where they will serve white people, or go to a different Popeyes, even the one on MLK.
Wayne said he liked Popeyes.
And you know what
I
I'm
do
saying?
too,
Just
bro.
go to another one that serves white people. Mason can't be at all of them unless he the GM, and then find out which one he at and go to the opposite
He
one.
got franchises. Okay.
He really said, "I'm not gonna serve white people. I have the right to refuse you, fam." Now, but the other side of
You
this
ready?
stuff.
Wait,
Hold on.
you ready?
Hold on.
Wait,
I got you. The other
You do
side.
understand that all businesses reserve the right to refuse service for any reason whatsoever. You do know that.
Right.
Love that chicken
Right.
Oh,
Popeyes.
Okay, so but what I'm saying is the other side of it, which is the hilarious side, is that you're gonna have all these white people coming out talking about, oh, I'm being discriminated against, and this is just a travesty. And like they've had to put up with niggas not giving them chicken for over 400 years.
Over 400 years.
You know what I'm
Bitch,
saying?
this is the first time you
And
had no
like-
chicken.
And so, like, if this one experience, which is this much of your white life, causes you to go into a uproar, you know what I'm saying? Think about that and how you feel. And that for some people, it's lasted 20 years, 40 years, 60 years. Some people die with that fucking feeling. You feel me? The feeling of not getting chicken for all your life, nigga. Because a motherfucker said that you was a color. You know what I'm saying? And even when chicken wasn't allowed to be fed to your property, because that's what we was up until 1868. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying slaves that eat chicken?
I'm not, no, they ate gizzards
They
and
ate chicken
fucking
feet.
feet
Oh,
and chicken necks. The scraps.
the best parts.
Sure.
It used to be a time in the day where wings was actually scraps, which is why they became so fine.
Yeah. Talk about it. Lobster, shrimp. These were peasant foods.
They were jail food.
Make a jingle for
They,
chicken.
the lobster
Make a
was
jingle for chicken.
Yeah, I put it.
lobster was literal prison food. They were like, dude, there's so many of these.
Whether baked or fried or grilled on the side, everybody wants some chicken, nigga.
Not why, nigga. Why, nigga?
Because they gotta know it's from me.
You were so close. You were almost there.
No, this is Mo.
Listen.
What's his name? Mohart. Is that his name? The dude at Popeyes.
Which one?
Mo.
Mason.
Mason.
Oh,
yeah.
Mason.
Mason.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I said Mo. Who the fuck is Mo? They're all
Yeah.
gangsters. Masons and Mo's.
Masons and Moes. But what I'm saying, what would be sweet justice is if Mason is like either mixed or white. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
So white Mason.
So white Mason
White chicken.
refusing white people chicken because like that nigga is just so deep in it. Like he was in 5th grade when he learned about real American history. And since then he's been like,
Only niggas
Why the
eat chicken.
are we keeping them from eating chicken? Oliver's my best friend.
He said Oliver.
I would never want
Why
to starve
Oliver?
Oliver because, man.
I would never want to starve Oliver. He
That's
says.
that's a black guy that grew up in a white town.
Exactly.
Oliver.
Names like Oliver, Christopher,
First off,
Chuck,
Christmas.
Andre.
No.
Chuck is just Charles.
Right. But he goes by Chuck and he's black.
Niggas is Charles. You know
What up, Chuck? Yeah,
And
I
Nick-
said it.
And nicknames be Chuck.
Or
White
Chucky.
people real names be Chuck.
Not short for anything.
It ain't Charles. It's
Right.
Chuck.
Hey,
You know
if
what
you're a
I'm
black girl named Katie, your real
Buck.
name's like Catherine or something.
Yeah.
If you're
Buck.
a white girl named Katie, your name's Katie.
Yeah.
That's literally.
saying? You ain't never seen a black buck. A buck? What up, buck?
And if I have, he shoots them.
Oh my goodness. You
Tell me.
guys.
I'm telling you.
I think Bo is definitely a black name.
Mhm.
BEAU?
Yeah.
Mr. Bo.
What's a white name?
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn?
That's a good one.
I don't know.
Gwen, you know a lot of black
I
Gwens.
feel like that's a black name. Gwendolyn?
Hell
Nah.
No,
Nah,
no.
no,
Guinevere. That's pretty Caucasian.
no, that's white.
Celeste.
I had an aunt named Celeste. She was black.
Oh shit! I was about to say I don't think no.
Kirsten. You know any black Kirstens?
No, with the U.
No, with
Kirsten?
a Kirsten, not Kristen.
No, Kirsten. K-U-R is with the U.
Mhm.
No,
Okay.
Kirsten, Kirsten's, any of that. If you're
Oh,
black,
we can do white
Rebecca.
dudes too.
I know black Rebecca.
Okay.
It's kind of it's
Ain't
one of
no
those
white
on the
one?
fence.
Okay, on the fence. On the fence.
That's
for
one of
what?
those.
Well,
it's
can we
either
do
or.
white dudes? Brandon,
I know a lot of niggas.
borderline.
Yeah,
what
that's
about
borderline.
what about Travis?
I know a lot of Travises. I know a
That
lot
are
of-
black?
Yes.
So
I-
that's borderline.
but I'm gonna say
it tends to be
they're whitish. No, they're Travises.
like black Ethans.
Yes, there you go. You know what I mean?
You're a black Ethan. This sounds really racist as we're sitting here playing this game.
How can it be?
White names are white names and black. Corncretia. Who is that? What's a
Come on, man, you
corn?
can't say that. Niggas
Corn
name
Christian.
Kenny all the time.
No, Kenneth. Though.
Niggas
You-
name Kenny all the time.
No,
I know.
did I say Kenny or Kenneth?
I know a couple
motherfucker?
of kids.
That's the name. That's,
No.
that's the name.
I know a couple.
Not going by Ken. I know a Ken who is a Kenneth and he goes by Ken.
Baby mama's name.
But I'm
is
talking about you,
Kenneth.
Kenneth, and you go by Kenneth, nigga. And you don't have on Dickies and
I don't
Carhartt
think
When
boots.
you not
Anybody
with your
actually
baby
goes
daddy,
by
you
Kenneth.
put stupid stuff on your name like Sir. Like, Sir Charles.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, I know a white ass name, Maximilian.
Yep. That's a good one.
Max is a white name. I don't
That's
know how
that's a good
cool
one.
that name
Max,
is.
fam.
That's a
Max-
good one. You
Max-
might have just
Maximilian-
this conversation.
Max-
That's pretty caucus.
Y'all remember that one cartoon? Where he, Money Max? Nah, damn. He was.
That was the little guy, right?
Mm.
He
That was the Polly Pocket for boys. Was Mighty Max?
He was. He had not Bobby's World, but he had a real good imagination, and that sounds like Bobby's World. Oh.
Bobby's World was my shit.
The fish don't stink. Underwater, the fish don't stink. Dude, fucking Tommy, what's his name? The fucking voice of Bobby.
How we managed.
Yeah, how I said Tommy. I'm about to call him Tommy somebody. Should Tommy Mandel. That nigga was funny. So just think, he's singing that song. I think he was talking about vagina. Under the water.
The fish don't.
The
stink.
fish don't stink.
That do sound like vaginas.
If you tuning in, we got one heart right now. We got some people
I think that was
watching.
for Felice endings.
Oh, okay. We'll push another. No,
I heard
we
Felice endings.
we need one more. How about that? You watch him.
Word up.
How dare you?
I need all my Felicings.
Oh yeah,
You know,
every single one of them.
Yeah.
Word up.
So, fight June 26th.
Mm-hmm.
You back at it again? Coming off there.
UMMA this
Yeah,
time.
MMA, baby.
Ground and pound, right?
Man, I'm about to fuck this nigga up. Tell you that right now.
Hope so.
It's going down.
Hope you don't knock them down 9 times.
No, I get to get on top of him this time. No homo. You know what I'm saying?
So one knockdown should.
That's all I'm gonna need. Because then, in MMA, it might be a head kick. So there's a lot of more powerful shit that can be thrown. You know what I mean in this fight. So I don't think him getting back up when I knock him down ain't gonna be possible. I know that. I'm going straight across his chest with a kick with my shin. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what. Them sounds is what I'm looking for.
He said, them.
Whoa!
Yagi.
That's how you know you're hit for real, nigga.
Like you keep hitting that nigga with fierce punch.
Yeah. What? And I am ready. So he hasn't taken no fight since before COVID. I know he at least 2 years. No fights. You know what I mean? So I just had a fight. I'm already better than him, but I just had a fight. So the rust is gone. I got a jiu-jitsu tournament next week just to get my rolling in. And 2 weeks after that, a week and a half after that, I'm fighting him. So I'm ready. Battle tested right now. So let's hope he ready. Because I don't want nobody to get seriously injured, but somebody gonna get hurt. Okay. And I'm going for fighting tonight. I need that bonus again. So,
Check.
And with MMA, you gotta bare knuckle boxing. I like that. They pay really well, and they pay a flat fee. You know what I mean? Shit, win or lose, you make it bank. Okay. With MMA, you gonna make bank if you win, also. But if you lose, you only got half of that. You know what I mean? So half of the money gone. So
that's
as much.
Oh yeah, so it matters. So wins matter more than just for your record; they matter for your pockets.
mm-hmm.
And of course, the more wins you're on, the more people pay you. Of course, finishes, things of that nature.
Exciting fights.
Talk to me about something that people don't discuss, which is non-disclosed bonuses or purses.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever gotten a backstage bonus?
Yes.
So that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
Because people discuss it all the time, like, oh yeah, the contract says you made this, but essentially your bonus money might even be more than the contract, depending on what you was in there doing.
I've only had 3 pro fights. I done got 2 fight of the night bonuses so far. So, and I'm pretty sure I had fight night as an amateur a couple times. They don't pay you bonuses as an amateur. They did pay me money because I demanded it, because I know y'all can pay me if y'all asking me to come 2 days before the fucking fight. Y'all can pay me some money. I'll be like, man, I was gonna make like 500 at work tomorrow. You know what I mean? Just doing nothing. You want me to come fight? I'm gonna need like 800. I'm gonna need like 800. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I can do nothing and it make money tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm excited.
That's what's up.
Shout out to Willie Sears. You know what I mean? He had a good fight. Still recovering. Can't take his next fight that he had lined up. Just rest up, brother. He broke his nose. Gave a good fight. But it's hard to fight through a broken nose, man. Yeah. And he messed around and sniffed. You know what I mean? So yeah, that
sniffing or blowing.
Yeah, that's what. Don't blow at all. Sniffing ain't as worse as blowing, but he sniffed, got a little swollen.
But you'll get stopped up.
Yeah,
like blood clots and shit. It's never a good thing.
No, not at all.
That's why I hate respiratory shit. Also from having asthma, but I smoke too, so I guess I deserve.
I gotta ask, what am I hang with that? I ain't had that motherfucker all day. It must have been all right.
So you be getting all these bonuses and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you ain't got to do M4. You know what I'm saying? So you must be broke.
M4, what is that?
The BMW.
Oh.
So you must be broke.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 out of 3 fight bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
You must be proud of that, right?
Yeah, they don't get you the M4 yet. You know what I mean? 2 out of 3, nah. They don't get it.
But you ain't proud of that, though?
I'm proud of my fight bonus. I'm proud of yes. I'm always I go out there and I fight. I put a good show on every time. So
that's what's up.
Yeah.
I just read a status by this nigga the other day that said you can't be broken proud. So
you can't be broke proud.
You just said you was.
I didn't say. I said it. I'm not broke at all. Broke means no.
You got a bunch of shit that you can't afford.
No, that means you. That means you got something. You know what I mean? Shit, broke means you can't do shit. Broke means it's not nothing happening. Like I can't go to the gas station and get a fucking fountain drink. That's how broke you is. If you broke, you can't get a fountain drink. I mean, there's nothing to be proud about that. If you broke and you got kids, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Shit, you're not taking care of the kids. So you can be proud that you got kids, but you proud is your kids proud of you then, if that's the case. You know what I mean? Shoot, to be real, you can't be broke and proud at the same time. I mean,
I hear where you're coming from.
you know, there you go. Somebody said, I'm proud of my education. I'm like, okay, but you broke though. You know what I mean? So what did you go get an education for to be broke right now for? You know what I mean? No, if you got your degree, when you leave college, if anything, you're supposed to have some type of employment lined up with your degree line. I mean, this is what most people do. You know, you get a degree and then you go get something in that field. You know, and it's usually somebody waiting on a college student to freshly not tainted in the workforce or whatever they're trying to go do. They're looking for that. So you're proud about your education, but you're not using your education. So you really can't be too proud of it. I don't know. I'm just saying these my thoughts. Motherfuckers said I'm proud and broke. I said, oh, like, can you be broke and proud? I'm like, shit. I mean, you can't go get a bus. The bus costs $1. Like I said, a fountain drink costs 89 cents. You broke, you can't do none of that stuff. I'm upset in life. I'm not happy. I'm not proud about shit. It
just depends on what you value, though. Again, it's all relative.
It don't matter what you value. You don't got no money. You don't got no money in America. It don't matter what you value. People in America need money.
For what?
Everything.
Such as?
Man, I mean, sure. You tell me something.
Give me three things.
Food, shelter, shit.
You can grow food. You can build houses.
Well, what land? I mean, where you growing food at?
Wherever.
You
There's
can't
land everywhere.
No, I mean you can't.
Why not?
So you saying in front of the gas station you can just go plant something and it'll be there one day. They don't cut their grass. That's not their problem.
That's an introduction of another thing. But to answer your question, yes.
No, you can't do it because ain't nobody. That's not your land. You're not going to. Okay.
Now we're talking about man's law, though, and in context
which
with
is
what
real.
we're saying,
Which is real.
okay. But that's not what we're talking about. If we're talking about just straight what we're talking
You
about,
can't grow food on somebody else's land.
you didn't say it was somebody else's
You
land.
can't grow food.
I didn't say it was somebody else's land.
Food.
You said you need money to buy things,
Yes.
right? Such as food and shelter.
Okay.
I gave you examples
what
where
are you
you didn't
growing?
need money for that.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm
All right.
saying.
So what are you going to grow before you die?
And this is a whole nother conversation.
What are you going to grow before you
But
die
this
to
is
eat?
acknowledge the first shit before we move on.
That you can grow food?
That you don't need money for everything, because I just counteracted with two examples where you don't need money for food and shelter.
Where'd you get the seed from?
An apple that grew on the side of a fucking road.
I've never seen an apple tree on the side of a road.
Have you ever seen an apple tree though?
Yes,
So
on
you know they
somebody's
exist.
property. On somebody's
Okay,
property.
but what I'm
So
okay.
is we still in to get the apple seed? I'm just saying.
You're worried about logistics and semantics, and I'm answering and talking about what is. That's what's happening right now. So again, to
Can
backtrack.
a feather float? Yes.
To backtrack. Yes.
Do food grow?
Now,
yes.
are there variables that would keep that from happening? Yes, but we're not talking about that because you asked, can a feather float? That's simply what we're talking about, Prayers. is you said, oh, you need money to get things. I said, such as what? Food and shelter.
Okay.
I said you can grow food,
Okay.
meaning I'm just saying that it's possible for you to grow food. The logistics behind that is another separate conversation. You can build houses. The logistics behind that is another conversation.
What are you growing before you die?
You're talking about other shit though.
If you can't
You're-
eat it, that's not food. If you can't eat it, it's not food then.
What you mean, grow before you die? You don't die that fast.
Huh?
Food doesn't.
Food comes around every season.
Season.
You
Food
harvest
is
wheat,
seasonal.
you fucking grow sunflowers. There's farmers that do this shit.
They got food. They got means. While they're
No, you're
waiting
saying.
for their
So what
food.
you're saying is you can't start from nothing.
Definitely not.
Essentially, what you're saying is you
Not
have to
now,
have money
not
to
right
start.
now. Not right now. In the day and age where you don't grow your food.
I got you.
Okay.
Apply for a link card. That's free. You don't need money for that. You don't. And
Somebody paying for it.
but you don't. So it's free to you, right? That's a link
I
card.
guess if you
Food is
have
free.
that link, then
A lot of people are. They brag about it
Which
all
you
the
can
time.
buy seeds with and grow food.
So that's for, or buy food. That's
or
free.
buy food.
I solved one problem.
No.
I just solved it.
Okay.
People do it every day.
All right. Sure.
And to be
So,
honest,
and
to be honest,
handout to beg
but
for
let's be even more realistic with it, right?
something.
Who really pays for link? Because they're gonna tell you your taxes due, right? They make up money is at this point. It's a made up construct. It's not real.
It's really not.
It's not. It's not real. It's they're keystrokes, bro. They're because that's how banks work. That's how debit work. They're keystrokes.
But
And
you
at
don't
any
got the
point,
keystrokes.
wait a second.
Zeros and what?
Wait a
But
second.
you don't got the keystrokes.
No, I do though. But the point is, it's fit money at this point is figurative. It's not a literal thing. Because paper money really has no value because there's nothing to back the currency. So
Right.
it already is all
So
it's
you
already
give me all
fake.
your paper money because it don't got no currency.
Well, I don't
no
have
value.
any. Well, I don't have any.
If you
I
had
don't have
some,
any.
you'll give me all your paper money because it really don't mean shit. You just give it to me.
I give enough
Because
away.
it do mean
I give
something.
enough away and I spend enough. No, you're trading it. All you're doing with money is trading it. Money does not have value.
Okay.
The things you buy with money have
So
value.
give me
Well,
your
going
money.
and even further
and
than
then-
that, you don't even need money to trade shit. Nigga, I got a Chevy
This
and you got the
is trade
Jordans
this.
that I want. Here.
When?
Ever.
Who does that?
Have you ever been to a
Have
Rainbow
you done
Duck?
that?
No,
you
I
have
personally
you
haven't,
traded, have
but
you
I-
traded for goods with goods?
Yes, I have. I've been camping and traded toilet paper for batteries. I've traded fucking weed for fucking beer. You know what I'm saying?
When you camping, okay, that's not even so in life. Not camping when you out in the wilderness. It's other people out there. Y'all just helping each other. Okay?
That's camping.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
I don't do that though.
That's not life though. You know what I mean? So when you're at home and you and your neighbor ain't gonna have that same camping bond. You know what I mean? That you was in camping. You're not gonna go over there and say, "Hey, I got a battery. Give me some fucking tissue."
Who's
Yeah.
to say? Can I borrow some sugar? Can I borrow ketchup? Is that not the same thing?
No, that's not trade. That's borrow. That's really getting something from somebody. How many times you gonna go
Which
over there?
goes back
How
to
many
what
times you
you
gonna go over
said.
there and ask for sugar when they say, "Man, I ain't got no sugar for you"? I mean, shoot, that's what's gonna happen. Ain't nobody
Okay.
gonna just keep giving you sugar because you asking for it.
They might though. That's a possibility. You can't say
Well,
they won't
They won't.
because that's your
If
experience.
you run out of sugar, you can't give no more.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you don't, you
done
can
took
give all the
my
sugar you want.
You took all my sugar. I
But
don't
if
got
you
no-
don't, then you can give all the sugar you want.
But where's
Yin
the
and
trade
yang.
at? If you're asking for sugar and shit and not
The
giving
trade
it-
is if you're asking for sugar and I keep getting it for you, then I guess the trade is I like giving you sugar, so I get pleasure out of that.
All right.
I mean, like,
That's not a trade.
but it because then so this is what I'm saying. Just because you don't believe it is doesn't mean it's not. And
And again, this the other part of it. It's all in what the hell you value and what you value it at. Money
It ain't
does
about
have
what
money
you
has a
value.
place in society. Money does not have a place for people. Money is a society thing.
Yeah.
The construct of money is for
Everybody's
society.
in society.
It's for society. You don't. So you're telling me you trade money at home? The people you deal with at home, y'all trade money? No, money is for outside the crib. Money's not for people. Money's for society. The people you are
don't-
with,
you don't-
bro.
You
Man,
don't
this
spend
is
money at your house.
that's the point. That's
Because
what I
that's
think.
the thing.
We just made the point.
No,
When you're at
that's
home,
not. That's part of society. That
that's
you don't-
it.
that
You have to use money to trade for things. You do not need money to be a person, to operate as a person. You do not need money. You need money to operate in society.
And to
That's
be
a
comfortable
construct.
in society.
That's all that's it. Now with that, there are
So
things
money
you
ain't
can
real?
get.
Bills ain't real.
No, bills that no.
Paying for essentials.
They-
That's what you think we should be doing.
you think essentially you think people should work to get things. You should have to have money to get things. Why? Because we were taught that. Why? Because we were, yeah, I don't want the baby shit. Why? Because we were taught that money has value. Other people in other cultures don't even have money, bro.
This is where we at.
This is society, is what
We're
we're
in
telling you.
America. We don't got to talk about Africa.
No, we can talk about
Africa's
everything.
problems, not our problems.
Sure they are.
Chinese.
Sure they are. That's what America
China's
thinks, which is
problems are
putting us
our-
in the situations and problems we have. That's the problem. That is the
What's
problem.
going on in Africa doesn't have
I
nothing
can't-
to do with it.
I can't tell because we over there stealing shit. I can't tell.
How not when we
Who
go over
is
there?
we?
Hold on.
We as America,
Where
we
we
are
at?
the world
Where we
police. We America, the niggas that stick
So-
their nose in everything.
So-
Not me as an
So we ain't
American.
got
We
shit
as
to do with
America.
Africa, but Sierra Leone is because motherfuckers over here
Buy diamonds. Not because they're buying diamonds, because diamonds over there have no fucking value because they're everywhere.
But here they do.
That's the point we're making. It's society.
Here is different. That's why we need
Okay.
money.
Okay.
True. We
Okay.
trade with diamonds.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I'm just gonna say okay because you proved it by saying you don't need money inside of your home, which means as a person you don't need money. Society is a money
You
thing.
need money outside of your. You need money to be in your home. You need
Why? But
you
that,
need money
but,
to feed your
Not
family,
a-
so you do need money.
but
in
it
your
comes
home.
down to why because the country itself is a business. The country is ran as a business. That's why we need money, not because we think about it's a business. All of it's a business. So now when you break it down, everybody, no, it's a business. It's not a system. It's a business. America is a business. That's what it
You're a
is.
product.
You're a product. You are
Your birth
worth
certificate is a
something
fucking
to
receipt.
somebody. We are literally a business.
You have numbers
That's
just
it.
like your motherfucking
That's
dollar
it. We are a
bills that ain't
business.
worth
And then
shit.
when people tell you that you can operate outside of being in this business, it's mind blowing. Like, damn, but you can. And people do it every day. People exist every day without ever spending money.
Who you know work outside of?
Me personally, nobody, because everybody I know lives in the
Of
construct.
course.
Because the people that live outside of it don't want, they're
Ain't-
not
ain't-
known.
They're
ain't-
off
it's
the
a-
They're off the
it's
grid,
a
they're not
small
known.
number of people.
That doesn't have anything to do with the fact that money is a societal thing, not a people thing.
And if there's
That
one,
has
then
nothing
your
to
shit
do-
is
Now,
That has nothing to
Now,
that has
look,
nothing to do
okay,
with that.
so if you live in the woods, you in a shack on
You figured it
on
out.
some type of fucking land that isn't owned by nobody.
It
and
figured it out.
And you know these skills on how to live off the land. Of course, you don't need any money because you don't owe anybody anything. You're living off your own.
because again, it is a privatized thing. People, the thought of ownership of things is fucked up. That's the whole problem. The thought of ownership is fucked up. The Indians didn't own anything. The Indians just lived.
yeah.
This is provided. We're going to use what we use. Whatever we don't
So you don't
use
think
goes
they-
back.
And we're gonna kill
So
this deer and
You don't
thank the
think
gods
you don't
for it.
think they said, "Hey, this is our land"?
At some point, it was.
They
we're
felt,
do-
yes,
at some
who's here
point,
first.
it's
So-
not about ownership. It's about getting from. Everybody ate at an Indian reservation. Now people squabble, motherfuckers beef, people fucking each other's wives because that's people things.
Mm.
But as far as the communal, they took it. The old people was cool. The kids was cool.
The
You
fact
feel what I'm
that there's
saying?
tribes disproves everything you're saying. 'Cause
Y'all
what
went
do they
back-
have?
There was no-
Y'all went so far back.
We're not going so
before
far
money,
back
before you
because
again,
money is a
people came.
societal construct. It has nothing to do with people. That's all we're.
Before money, there was gold, nigga.
Yes.
Okay, so that's money. That's the same shit. Before that, it was fucking bottle caps.
Before that, it was
Before
spices.
that, it was spices.
Before that, it was paper.
Okay,
Before that, it was.
so the construct hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed.
Just the physical currency.
So money itself has
So
no
you
value.
can't tell me that when Britain was going and Rome was going and trying to conquer everything in Persia, that they wasn't offering niggas, hey, I'll give you this money and you can get everything.
Money has value because of the idea of ownership. That's why money has value. Money is the perception of power because you can acquire more things. It's about acquiring
Name a
things.
person who didn't have no money that was in power.
I can name a few. They're mostly
Joan of Arc,
they're mostly religious leaders because those people don't really. You know
Did
what I
they
mean?
have power?
Yes.
Yes. All right, name.
You're gonna tell me
okay.
Malcolm X was like super rich? Martin Luther King was like dumb rich? I don't think so.
What type of power did they have?
They influenced the masses to create crazy change. Are you kidding me?
Civil rights.
What type of fucking change? The same thing Martin Luther King was talking about then is still what we fucking faced with right now.
But at least you can fuck a white woman.
That don't got nothing to do with that.
That has everything to do with
you would have been dead already.
Nigga, you were property.
You can fuck a white woman.
You were property, nigga. You were a dog.
All right. Did Martin Luther King change that?
No, he helped change
How
that.
did he help? He wasn't even born when that changed.
Yes, he was, nigga. What jumped off the civil rights movement?
So do
you even know that?
So he was around.
What jumped off the civil rights?
Around?
No, that's not. Is that when
That's
you think?
what freed the slaves. That's I'm going there.
Okay.
The first instant of when it
Well,
happened.
then we're clearly not talking about the same thing.
We are talking about the
We're
same
not.
thing.
When did the civil rights movement happen then?
Way after
So you think
slaves
that
were
from
free.
when the slaves were freed up until the civil rights movement, that shit was okay?
The slaves was free. The slaves
Like,
was
is
free.
it-
Okay, so this is a new
Like,
thing. Just like
please
everything
tell me.
else, people gotta fall in line with this shit. You know what I mean? They gotta I can't beat this black guy like I used to,
Yes, you
like I
can.
did yesterday. You know what I mean? No, you ain't.
That was
supposed to.
that was a problem. Is you still could treat them like property when they wasn't nobody's property. That's literally the problem. It's kind of what we're going through now. Is people think they have ownership of you, your space, your physicality, and they do whatever they want with it. Hence the civil right, all of it. We still going through it right now, but the numbers are not the same. You can walk around. You can walk around even at nighttime and not get mob lynched.
This ain't a sundown town.
This ain't that. And even in those towns, it's more of a scare tactic thing than some where we're fucking shooting. And it's different because now there are consequences. Before there were no consequences. It has changed. There are changes. There used to be black and white only fountains. There used to be blacks and whites only entrances. This was all during the time of Martin Luther King. This wasn't that long ago, cuz. This wasn't no different shit like you keep trying to act. My grandparents
It was
were
a million
there.
man
Your
march, not a
grandparents-
30-man march.
Your grandparents were there. You
So
feel
a
what I'm
million
saying?
niggas ain't power? A million
That's
niggas that
power.
believe what the fuck you talking about?
That's power.
Okay.
That's power.
So that's simply what we're
How
saying.
was that power?
how
Literally,
Because you
literally,
uniting people
They
is
literally
power.
talk about how after the Million Man March, nothing happened.
But a lot of things
Niggas
have
got
happened.
together,
A
and
lot
then
of
they
things
went
have
back
happened.
home after that.
And what happened? And what
Nothing.
happened?
Ain't
Why?
nothing.
Why? Why?
What did the Million Man March do?
What didn't it do? What didn't it
That's
do?
not the
It
question.
allows your black ass to sit here and have real
This
ninjas
discussion.
The
podcast and
Right now.
Million
discuss
Man
the
March
fucking
did?
yes.
Okay.
Go back and change it.
Okay, good. So the Million Man March is what changed everything.
That's not-
No, that's
Why?
not.
I'm just trying to. I mean, what did it change? Y'all didn't say. I said that it
Because
didn't
we were talking about power,
I'm
now
saying-
we're talking about what the fuck the shit changes. What are we talking about?
there ain't no. Look,
What are
the Million
what
Man
were we
March had
originally
no
talking
power
about?
in it. Like,
First
it
off,
was-
Martin
it was-
Luther King was dead then. Let's go ahead and put that out there. So we're not even. The Million Man March was a show of solidarity between black people because we were
was born
supposed to
when
stop
the
killing
Million
each
Man
other.
March was
Of
around.
course. Of
Shit.
course.
And so you telling me we was born in times where people was beat and all this other stuff, like
Rodney King.
Rodney King?
name
The,
another.
I can name hundreds.
Name
I can
another
name
one.
thousands.
Hey, I'm just saying, shit, like shit happens. Shit happens. A white man beat a black guy.
Breonna got shot. Floyd got fucking suffocated,
those nuts.
essentially. Eric
They
Reason
say-
was bumping beats and freestyling and got shot.
Okay.
Like what? I mean,
They say just. I mean, I'm not with that or anything like that. You know what I mean? But they say just as many white people died at the hands of police as black people. That's what they say.
There's also, okay, let's break it down. White people, 80-something% of the population. Black people, 13%. So even though the numbers are close, we shouldn't even be talking about it. Also, the ratio of black people that get killed is literally double. It's not a singular thing.
So
If you
white
break it
people and black
down
people?
in the country, fuck yes. And it's not close. And it's not close. Per census, this isn't me saying that. Look it up. We're less than 20% of the American population, my guy. And we as people who identify as African American, we are less than 20% of the American population. Look it up.
All right, I don't know that stat, so I can't tell you right or wrong about that. You might be right. I might.
So the proportion, the fact that per 100, so if you got 100 of these exact same incidents, right? 100 of
I get
them,
what you said.
we get killed
Yeah.
twice as much.
and there's only 20% of them.
And there's
now I gotta Google it. Okay,
That's what the whole shit be about. It isn't that, okay, these singular incidents, it's the fact that these singular incidents are not singular. It's a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So now you politicize something enough that people, even on the other side, have to at least acknowledge it's happening, right? Then once you acknowledge it's happening, you can start to formulate change, which is exactly what the civil rights movement was. It wasn't a single act that Martin Luther King did or Malcolm X did that changed anything. It was the start of a conversation across the aisle, because people have to understand and empathize with what you are going through, or at least to at least talk about it.
Yeah.
You have to be able to talk
Consider
about
the
something.
variable.
You have to at least be able to discuss something to be able to change something. So the Million Man March. So the Million Man March. You're right. It didn't change anything, but really it was just about solidarity. It was about black people being like, "Yo, bruh, we get that there's something going wrong with them treating us wrong, but we have to stop treating us wrong."
Yeah.
That's what that was about. And yeah, we didn't get that message. Why? Because again, we keep being force-fed this bullshit
Black people treat each other wrong
all the time.
But
What's your favorite Republican line? Black on black crime. Black on black crime.
Oh, well,
That's black people doing that to black people.
Well,
and then again, the statistics say that black
white
people
beat up white people. That's white on white crime.
but nobody says that, right? So now again, but it again,
it's just a
violent
term.
crime.
It's
It's
just a term.
poverty here, and we're gonna break it down again. Poverty breeds crime. It has nothing to do with race. It's poverty. White people do shit, black people do shit, but it's out of necessity. More times than not, it's out of either necessity, addiction, whatever, which again is a poverty thing, right? So if there's no poverty or less poverty, you lessen crime. Also, do the statistics on black people in poverty. The ratios are all fucked up. You know what I mean? We're at a way higher percentage and we're way less of the population.
Mm-hmm.
So it's patterns. It's not singular incidents. It's patterns of the same shit. So how do you change things? You at least have to have a conversation about them to kick off.
Acknowledge that this is what's
something
going
else,
on.
but the same topic. Okay, you say poverty breeds crime.
Yes. So
blue collar crime, white collar crime, shit like that. You know what I mean? The Ponzi schemes, so
I'm not saying all crime is, I'm saying poverty breeds that, because again, you still have to have somebody at the lowest level of that to be doing something to orchestrate. Does that make any sense? At the end of all of that,
crime the same?
No, that's why it's penalized differently. That's why it's penalized differently. If all crime was the same, we'd be hung for everything.
So I'm saying, so when you steal $1 million and or if you have 5 grams of crack,
The difference is exactly that. The difference is, how did you get the million? Selling crack, robbing a bank, doing some stock shit, fudging with the numbers of a Fortune 500 corporation.
What are you doing?
It's all based in the same thing. So if I'm a fucking white dude that only makes $250,000, and everybody, the closest nigga to me, makes $2 million, and they keep talking shit to me.
So that's
I'm the
poverty?
poorest nigga of that
I'm the
society
poorest nigga of that society.
because we value that
So that
money.
could breed,
contempt, because now I'm hating on you because you niggas is getting bread and I'm not, or I'm not getting as much bread. So again, now I feel out of place and I'm doing some nut shit because I feel like it's necessitated. I feel like I have to do it.
I personally, I mean, this is something else.
You ain't never committed a crime, Carl?
No, I've definitely committed.
All right then.
I-
Were they
I'm
out of
just saying-
necessity?
Nope. I'm just saying, look, I personally.
You ain't. Hold on. Now let's get back to your favorite thing, which is money. You ain't never lined your pockets with one of those crimes you committed?
What you say?
Huh?
Say it one more time.
You've never lined your pockets with any of the crimes you've committed.
Yes.
Oh, all right then.
But
it wasn't out of necessity though.
I've never committed a crime out of I gotta go do this. You know what I mean? I gotta go do this. Me personally, I feel like that's the worst time to go do anything like that. You know what I mean?
But
So that's why I've never done it. So it's
again,
never been out of necessity.
But again, how many
It's been out of
times?
what? Out of hey, I need that. You know what I'm
So
saying?
even that one time,
Need. It was need. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, I'm saying need,
just
but I
like you
ain't
need money, though.
I feel you.
Just like 10
money.
minutes ago, you said you need money,
do
and now
need
you're
money.
saying I did this crime because I
No,
needed
not
money.
okay. I know.
You didn't just say that?
Listen, you said, did I do the crime out of necessity? I said no. And I just said need. Excuse me, I said the wrong word. I wanted that. I wanted to get that. Oh, that's what I want. I don't want to go work for that because he has it right there. Let me go get it. I don't need that. I that's why I decided to do the crime. Like I said, I never committed a crime out of necessity. You know what I mean? So that's, I mean, and like I said, and my reason behind that is because I feel that's the wrong time to do anything.
Yeah,
Now
but
you-
but you're a singular case. Most people are out.
Just like
you're not
like
stealing.
just like the singular case of the guy in the woods. That's a singular case.
Most people on the whole that are committing crimes.
There's a whole show
Again,
about
there-
those type of people.
again, there's-
So
again,
I
there's
feel like
stats.
there's more people like me than there's people that live in the woods.
there is, because again,
We created this
What were we
societal
taught?
thing,
through
This-
media and other niggas, this is what we were taught.
and that's why old people, and you'll see it more and more with old people, especially old people that don't really, they just plan on retiring and shit. They downsize everything, and they get as far off of this shit as they possibly can.
They don't have no money.
They do have money.
No, they don't. When you retire, most people retire. You gotta retire with $1 million.
Who is most? Because what you're saying,
There's
bro,
where
I'm telling you
And
what you're
even
saying
more
is wrong.
so,
I'm
where
telling
are
you what
these
you're saying is wrong.
statistics coming from?
Yeah, I'm telling you what you're saying is wrong.
I didn't explain why you need $1 million to retire by yourself if you don't got a fucking husband or something like that, or somebody else with money too. You're not living to the end of your life off of $100,000.
You don't know that. Why not?
How?
Why can't I take a fraction of that and put it in?
So I'm just saying, if you're gonna live,
That's
10,
gonna make
yeah,
me
so if you're gonna
residual
live
bread.
10 more years off $100,000, that's $10,000 a year you're living off of.
Again,
if you can retire with $100,000, you got more than $10,000 worth of expenses a year. That's what I'm saying. You can't live to the end of life with $100,000. You're gonna need $1 million to live. Let's just say, because you're gonna need $50,000 a year minimum. You gotta still be making let's even go 20,000.
okay, but let's be realistic. I get where you're going, but your expenses aren't the same as when you're a young person. They're not the same, which is why,
They're more.
no, they're less.
Medication,
Which is what
doctors.
that's assuming you have bad health. Because I run into people. No, that's
older
that's
people-
you're
older people
assuming.
have worse health
You're-
than younger people.
Statistically, older people are more inclined to get things. I'm not disagreeing with you there, but I'm also going to tell you, in my line of business, especially now more than ever, I don't think what you're saying is right. I think we need to start hanging out with different old people. I think what you're saying is wrong. Dog, I have old people coming there all the time and cash me out big dummy checks, big dummy stupid checks. So I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying about people or old people needing $1 million. I'm not.
If a younger dude want a car, he can go get one. He gonna go get one. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of how much money they got, if I can go to the lot and get a car, I'm gonna go to the lot and get a car, and drive comfortable.
Okay.
In a car, I can't. Cars get repoed all the time. You know what I mean? Shoot, or whatever. You know what I mean?
You're not hearing me. What I'm saying is you're assuming a lot of things.
Oh,
There's a lot of assumptions going on here because what I'm telling
the
you,
majority of old people cost more because it costs when you get old.
you're assuming bad health. That's what you're
I'm
assuming.
not okay. Listen.
That's what you're assuming. So you're telling me the average old person it costs them more to live, and I'm telling you it doesn't. Their bills go down. And I know that because I get to see people's sheets. I get to look at their incomes and their outgoes. I'm not telling you this because I don't. I'm telling you this because I do.
I seen man.
But okay, and people who are having debts collected, and people who are having debt collected on them are also people who don't have money. Otherwise, they would have paid said debts. So again, you're speaking about a small sector. Why?
People don't pay their bills.
Why?
Because why pay a credit card if I don't? If
That's what I had a lady tell me that because again I did that. Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna die soon, so I'm not gonna pay this, which is fine. You're just passing the debt on to somebody else. It's not gonna go away. That's okay to do. Your estate's gonna pay this, whether you pay it or somebody's gonna pay this. So that's cute that you're doing that, and it's cute that you're not paying it. Somebody that you are responsible for, unless this is literally the it of you, that's somebody's gonna pay for this. You feel just like your favorite thing. It's part of your state. When they collect taxes on you, it's part of this shit. So
like,
don't
when
just
you
go
die,
away.
how do I gotta pay for what you did?
So a dead person pays taxes? No, their estate pays their taxes one last time. You feel what I'm saying?
If they're dead and the government
exactly.
got access
So
to their money,
do you think anything with your Social Security card that they can collect that on, they're not going to collect it
Okay,
outside
I'm
your
just
mind?
saying, it don't go to the nigga. It don't go to my kids.
It goes to the estate, which again takes away from whatever they would have coming to them, which in theory means your child just paid
which
for it.
isn't my child. That's mine still. And then
No,
I owe
you're
somebody.
dead. You're dead, and you do not.
Yes,
you
I'm
don't
dead.
have. Once you die, you don't have anything. You
Okay.
don't. Your estate has it,
Okay.
which means whoever is the executor or beneficiary of said whatever the fuck you're giving away, that is their shit. Any and all debts
Okay.
are also part of that. So if you have a nice nest egg, whether you do or don't, a debt on that is going to take away from whatever they owe or whatever they're going to receive. Therefore, they paid it because you did. So you can say that you're dead.
Missing some parts in there because it don't even make sense. I'm getting all plus now.
If your estate owes something, like what do you mean?
Somebody got. I'm rolling. I don't want to Google that. I don't think estate like so. If I owe $100,000. When I die, if I got $80,000,
They're gonna take it all.
They're gonna take it all. That don't mean okay.
That means your family. That means your family does not get that $80,000.
Okay. We took that $80,000. Ma'am, you still owe us $20,000.
Yes, this is your father's estate is in debt $20,000. How are y'all gonna handle this? We gonna take payments or y'all gonna cash us out?
You can't put me to something that I like. So if
You keep saying that, but people do it every day.
If my dad spent a lot of money on prostitute phone calls and that you can't tell me I got to pay that now.
Okay. Are you the executor of your father's estate? Oh,
What
okay.
do executor mean?
Oh, then we speaking a different language.
No, I'm asking.
The executor of an estate is the person responsible after a person dies.
That's
So
the
if you-
person
so when you-
responsible of taking care of those things.
You handle those things.
But
That's what
now
you.
I'm
That's
not-
what you tie up.
So,
When
okay.
you are left in estate, you are responsible for the estate, which is everything the estate encompasses. Which most of the time is little to
So if
nothing
I owe-
fucking with
so if I-
niggas.
if I-
So why is that the
If I
case?
owe $100,000 when I die,
What, do you think whoever you owe is not going to collect that
listen,
fucking money?
Okay, listen. If I owe $100,000 when I die, but I only got $50,000, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna make you the benefiter of my estate, so you got to pay that extra $50,000. That's how it works.
Facts.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works.
That don't sound. Wow.
I-
So you will pass that debt down to your child.
You don't want to. Of course you don't want to. Nobody
Why?
wants to.
Okay.
Nobody expects to be passing down debt. It just happens because people don't know what the fuck to do with money.
You know you in
Of
debt.
course. But
Okay, so
when
to
you're
pass
that
it
when
down-
you're at that when you're at that age, you can't really do anything about it because you made bad decisions up to this point. You feel what I'm saying? You made terrible financial decisions up to this point to be here. Or you made one big bad decision late in life that led you here. Second mortgage, took a loan out, you really couldn't pay. It's not a choice. Did you expect to die? No, you just fucking died.
So you got to make somebody the executor of your estate. So
somebody is going to have to be the executor, period. Whether you make them or not, the next of kin is going to be responsible. That's how the shit falls.
The next of kin.
Just like when the president gets assassinated, it's the vice president.
Everybody always thinks that it's always positive shit you pass down. It's not always positive shit you pass down. It's not. That's not how it goes. You're in the positive if you make positive choices. You're in the negative if you make negative choices. That's all. And people do this because they're not educated enough to make proper decisions on what to do. Now, back to that $1 million. I am not disagreeing with that because what you're saying is really, really, really like you got to have a bunch of money to retire if you expect to live a long life, especially if you expect to live a long life and do shit. But most people in that position, their crib is paid for. You're not paying a mortgage anymore. Their cars are paid for. They're not paying for cars anymore, if they're even driving. Now, we're assuming that these people are in bad health. So now you're adding medication and doctor visits and things like that. So those costs. But a healthy older person's bills are not the same as a healthy young person's bills. They're just not. You feel what I'm saying? Which then why you get to see old people on cruise ships and in Florida and
all that stuff
and buying stock and Doge.
I'm reading it right now. All that stuff you talking about is wrong.
Okay.
It says in most cases.
In most.
And it says you typically can't inherit debt from your parents.
Good.
Unless you co-sign for that debt also.
Good. Fantastic.
I'm just saying. That's
fantastic. Thank God. That means I'm going to fuck it all off then.
Because you only YOLO once.
Or twice.
In some cases.
But in most cases, not all. So I'm in most.
But the only way you can get a debt is if you co-sign for that car also and they die.
Not just a car, whatever else they may need.
I'm just giving you an example.
So your parent needs a medical operation, you're not gonna sign for him? Yeah, now what happens?
Medical. So
he said, "Wait a second."
So permission to have the. So permission to.
It's okay. You got it. You got it.
The permit. So what are you saying?
You just read it to me.
What are you saying?
You just said it. You got it. I'm
so
wrong.
The permission
I'm wrong.
to have the surgery makes you. You got to pay for it.
Pay for it. No, I said, will you pay for it?
Well, I pay for it.
Yeah.
If I can pay for it, that's not debt.
I didn't say it was.
Okay, so what are you saying?
You got it. You got it.
I know I got it.
All right, I just said you got it. So why are you still yelling at me? I just said you got it.
You talking like you right.
I just said you got it. So there's nothing else to talk about.
Still talking like you right.
I just said you got it.
Okay.
You just read it to me. I understand. So there's no reason to keep being loud. I just said you got it. I'm not dissing you. I just said you got it.
I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, I don't you got it.
Because I still don't know what the fuck we talking about or debating or still have solid
just
ground.
Debating if you pass down debt.
I
said with the conversation. I know what we're talking about.
You got it, and I just said you
don't pass down.
Look, I just said you right.
If money is important, y'all just said if debt passed, y'all.
Oh my God, you said money was important because we live in a society that money is important. Not a problem. But understand that money it's not a people thing, it's a society thing. So money is important to operate in society. You are right, sir. You are right, sir. Money is important to operate in society. You are absolutely right. And nobody said you weren't.
You didn't not put no gas in.
And nobody, again, that's a society thing because somebody owns the gas corporations. Because somebody has to own fossil fuel because somebody put together cars.
Because somebody made a car.
Because there's no.
You'll be happy without a car? You have to go buy a horse.
What? Wait a second. Wait a second. Because it breaks. Wait a second.
Yeah,
happiness has nothing to do with any of that shit. I want you to understand that. Happiness is something that you create for you. What your comfort level is, what your contentment, that has nothing to do with anything other than you. Things that are constructs of human society saying you don't necessarily need a car. People live without a car every day, bro.
They're called Amish people.
Not even then. People ride buses. People ride bikes. People do shit that is not living. People don't own cars people ride Uber, all types of shit. It's about, so don't act like there isn't an entire industry on transportation, because there is. You feel what I'm saying?
People
So
don't need cars.
it's again, happiness doesn't have nothing to do with that. Money makes people happy, sure, because it's about acquiring things or a comfort level. Some people are comfortable or happy with less. Some people need more to feel happy.
I know
Happiness
you've heard
has nothing
I'm
to do
stories-
with
very
that.
happy with
I know
less.
you've heard stories of little kids being like, Dad, why do you got to work so much? If you were just around, I would be happy. I'll donate all my toys so you don't have to work anymore.
You're talking to a kid that don't know nothing about nothing.
But even in that, okay, so
So
that
wait,
again,
isn't the ultimate goal to make a lot of money and not go to work though? Isn't that really the ultimate goal, is to have money because you need money to feel comfort, right? That's the ultimate goal. Nobody wants to go to fuck to work. Nobody wants to do something every day.
I
Nobody
know.
wants that.
I mean, if you can come up with a way to make money without working, then you're a genius.
That,
You know what I
okay.
mean? But it's everybody want to work.
But you did.
Everybody
Because, so
wanna
you're
make
telling me
money.
teaching classes is work to you?
Everybody want
Teaching classes is work to you? Because it seems fun as
It's,
fuck.
it's definitely work, but it's,
It seems fun as fuck.
bro, I like my job, but
Okay.
it's definitely work. I just saw.
and wait,
it
do you teach
at a party.
kids
Yes, that's
that are
work.
in society?
Yes,
But they don't count because they don't know what money is.
I'm teaching a child
But they
something.
don't.
Now
But,
they know something.
but they don't know what money is, though.
They don't know what money is.
Okay,
No,
so it
just
doesn't matter
like-
to them, right?
Okay,
So they don't value it, right?
okay, they don't matter.
It does
Kids-
matter.
Kids don't until you're
They-
an adult. You don't matter. Like you don't.
So kids aren't
You're
in
not-
society?
They're not producing in society. No, they don't do shit in society. Kids don't do anything in society.
Oh,
Kids.
There's
Kids.
a bunch of
Kids.
stories that I'll tell you.
Okay,
Goddamn.
I'm just saying. What do kids do in society?
There's a lot of shit kids
Say one
discovered,
thing.
created. I don't. Like,
Okay, you got some genius kids somewhere. Do you? I mean,
There's a lot of regular kids that add to society. They volunteer their time. They take care of people. Like all types.
Okay,
of
these
shit.
are character building things that help society when they get older.
so those
Kids-
kids
They're
in
operating
society-
in time, which means their kids doing
Most
those
kids
things.
don't do community service.
We're not
This is
talking about
most-
those kids.
Yes, we
talking
are.
about-
We ain't
You
got
are.
the-
We're not.
So you talk about the few. I'm talking about the more.
I'm talking about
The
any.
So all them kids at church don't do no
Mm.
time, and there's a lot of kids at church. I be seeing a ton of church camp buses. They don't do nothing for the community, nothing for the society. They just be hanging out. I'm just asking.
You've seen a ton of church buses.
What I'm asking you is what are we really talking about? Girl Scouts don't help? Ain't there a lot of them? Like what are we saying here? So kids don't matter because they're not part of society and don't produce
Girl
things.
Scouts don't help shit. And
Y'all
I've
do
been-
shit, y'all
I've
just
been-
sell
I've been-
cookies?
I've been a Girl Scout.
Y'all just sell
Didn't
cookies?
you post a video of your daughter playing softball?
Yes.
And you was at the game
She's
watching?
not producing shit. She is character building out there. She is playing
In
a
society, though,
She's
which is we
playing a
established is outside of your home,
game. She's
right?
playing a game.
But which is outside of your home
We're
in society.
entertaining our kids.
Which is outside of your home and in society, right?
Okay. Everything's in society. We're in society.
Kids are in society.
Yes.
So then
They don't matter.
Damn,
Look.
then why we put up posters for the missing ones then? Then why we
Nobody
have
want their
then why
kids
do we have
stolen.
then why do we
Nobody
have
wants their
blood? Then they
kids
fucking
stolen.
why is there
matter.
Nobody wants
then why is there
kids to
laws
be hurt.
against touching them sexually?
Nobody wants dogs murdered. Nobody wants rabbits drowned. You know what I mean?
Who?
So, people-
But they don't matter
Life matters.
because they don't contribute to
Life
shit.
matters. Life matters.
Why?
Kid- But a
But
child,
you eat meat,
a
so
chi-
life can't matter if you eat meat.
a child don't produce in society. So for you to,
You just said some do though.
I didn't. I mean, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I
You
didn't. No, I'm saying.
So they ain't you
no,
said there
no.
are genius kids.
Those little bitty.
So those are kids
So-
in society
Just like you were
producing some
saying,
shit.
just like you were saying, it's 50% of white people in the world, it's 13, it's 12 of black people. That
We didn't say in the world, we said in America, which is where we live. This is
whatever.
what you
I mean,
said.
what, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. Okay,
But we
you,
don't because I keep saying that.
okay. So is 50%? is okay. All right. So
I don't know what the
a
fuck
child.
you're
So you'll
Why
take
saying
advice
shit.
from a child. There we go. You'll take advice.
Yes,
from a
I
child.
actually have before. Kids
All right.
actually give some of the best.
All right.
Kids actually give some of the best,
All right.
depending on the
You'll
topic.
take legal advice from a child. Anything important.
You literally just said.
Tell me.
No.
So when did the
Here
kid
you go
tell
with
you
See,
the
that
because
was
you
parameters.
important?
can't, and that's the thing.
Here
you
you
can't
go with
fucking
parameters.
stop.
Here
That's
you
why
go
it's
with
no
parameters.
confused.
You
What
said,
is it?
would you take advice from a child?
He
The
said
answer
yes.
is
The
yes.
shit wasn't even killed.
Important advice. How? Why can't I?
What is the level
What
of
does the level of advice
importance?
matter?
What is the level of importance to you outside of the context of to you? Because
But
when I was
please,
going through some
no.
emotion,
No,
when I was going through some
don't go to
emotion,
work. Stay at home with me today.
all right.
You're gonna take that advice from.
Sometimes, yeah, because a mental health day matters.
No. All right.
Fucking loving your child matters, right? You just told me that.
You love your child by producing for.
So one day off work is not production. So what if 1 day of work is gonna break your fucking pockets, don't fucking miss the day at work. But if you can afford to miss a day at work and your child needs you for that day because emotional connection matters, fucking be there for your
Most people
kids.
can't afford to miss work.
Who is most people, bruh? Because I
Most
can
people.
call off for the next fucking week and be straight. Who is most people? Who are these people you talking about? Because you keep saying most. Some people can really, like, nigga, break a leg, not go to work for the rest of this month.
I can't not go to work. for
Okay,
a week
then.
and be happy.
That's
and
you.
Be
That's you.
okay.
So don't say most people. You
talk
keep
about.
saying most people. Every time
Most
there's an
people.
instance, you are not most people, bro. You are you, which is the thing you have to understand when speaking in context
So
or in
majority
large.
doesn't matter.
You are not the majority, but you keep saying you are. But
No.
that's the problem we keep running into is you keep saying you are every time there's an
I can give
outlier.
you an
it's this,
obvious
it's this.
majority, bro.
You said to me, would I take advice from a child? The answer is yes. If I have no idea where the fuck I'm going and the kid lives in that neighborhood, that is important advice to know which fucking way to go. Yes, I would take advice from a child. It's all in context.
Now add something else.
It's all in context, my
Now
guy.
add something else.
But would I take legal
All right.
advice from a child? Maybe if the kid's a fucking 9-year-old lawyer because kids graduate from college. So again, it depends on the fucking context. It all depends on context. You can't keep saying shit and then be like, all right, but what about
There ain't
this?
no fucking 9-year-old lawyers.
All right.
That's a child. Okay.
Okay, they're 14, 15,
Ain't no
they're
15-year-olds. So
Yes, they are. They have doctorates. And if they choose to practice law, they can. If they have a law degree, they can do that. Look it up. You can't tell me ain't no 14-year-old doctors. They graduate all the fucking time. High school and college at the same damn time. Like, this ain't fake, bro. I don't just
How
make
many
shit up and
places-
talk about it.
It sound like
Minus going to fight. How many places have you actually visited and talked to people and networked and like really done shit?
I talk to people every day. Lots of people. all
Not
the
just
time.
from where though.
Everywhere. Like I'm in, like, come on. So just me booking parties, going to parties, meeting kids, families, talking to people.
And this is in or around Sangamon County, right?
I mean, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at.
That's a majority of where you do your networking. Is that right or
So
wrong?
everybody knows what's
No,
everything
answer the
everywhere.
question.
Who knows where everything like? Who
Is
knows
that the
what's
majority
everything
of
like
where you
everywhere?
do the networking?
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't know nothing
So
about that.
no. Let me continue. So let's say now we can introduce new shit. Can we say that have you been to Memphis, Tennessee?
Yes.
Who do you know in Memphis, Tennessee?
Boo Billa? Not Boo Billa. I know a couple people. Mm-hmm.
Now, when you go see Boo Billa, let's just say, what do y'all do? Do y'all play tennis?
No.
Do y'all bowl?
No.
Do you hunt?
No.
Do you go see the Elvis Museum?
Okay. No, I don't do none of them hobbies.
Okay. So, because you haven't done those things, let's say that I have, and I'm talking about playing tennis in Memphis, how are you going to sit here and say, oh, well, niggas can't play tennis? When because of your knowledge, niggas haven't played tennis, and I'm not disputing that.
I see Serena play tennis. There's black people who play tennis. I wouldn't say people who couldn't do that.
But I'm talking about in this instance, in this context.
I've never seen a black person do water polo. I would never say that.
But
there's never been a black person.
but
who played
then you
water
also
polo.
turn around and say a majority of black people don't water polo.
I think I can say that with confidence.
Look it up. How many black people water polo?
Come on now. Do we? Is that for real though?
Is what for real?
Is that for real? Like just to say that?
No, what I'm saying is.
Do you know a nigga that?
Okay, so let me get to the point. The point is,
I don't even know any
point-
college swimmers, white or black. So now we just eliminated the whole thing.
Right.
You got to damn near be a college swimmer to be a.
So what I'm saying is this:
water polo isn't a popular sport.
the first thing
That's
is
the point I made. I
So,
don't white
yeah.
or black. It has nothing to
Right.
do with none of that. I don't know none of them, so I
So
can't
you
say,
might
oh, I know
not-
a black
so
one.
I
I don't
can't
know none
say
of them.
shit.
I can say not too many black people play water polo because it's not a popular sport. It's not.
Maybe not too many black people from here.
because again, this is mostly where you network, but we don't know what happens in Canada.
Just
we
like
don't know what happens.
just like
in,
there's whole teams of black hockey players that we don't even talk about because black people supposedly don't play hockey. But it was a whole nigga league. There was a whole Negro hockey league at a time. But we don't talk about that. You know what I mean?
We don't. But it's niggas in Minnesota right now that
Talking
play
about
hockey.
that and killing. You know what I mean? Like it's just different strokes.
So that's
folks,
what.
man.
So when we say open mind, what we're really saying is, even with everything that you believe, you have to consider that there's something that you don't know that could possibly be a variable. That's all we're asking you to consider. Is that that you may be wrong? Not to say that you are, but the possibility is there that you could be.
I wouldn't argue a non-fact though.
Most people don't try.
Right.
I mean, I really wouldn't argue. I'm just saying, I wouldn't argue something I didn't think I knew about.
Most people don't.
And I can.
And most people don't argue with conviction about things they
I'm
don't
just saying,
know.
I'm looking up 14-year-old doctor and nothing's popping up. No 14-year-old.
There's no 14-year-old with a PhD
No.
because a PhD is a doctor.
No, I'm saying doctor. Shit, hold on, shit.
But are you looking for a doctor or someone with a doctorate?
I said a doctor. That's what I said.
Someone with a PhD in philosophy is a doctor.
Listen.
Someone with a PhD in dentistry is a doctor. So you either have to be more specific or what you're saying is false. Do you understand what
I
I'm
said
saying?
a doctor.
Define
Not
what
a doctoring, a doctor.
So
That
define
is-
what a doctor
I don't gotta
is.
define a
Yes, you
doctor when
do.
I'm talking about a doctor.
Anyone?
There's no 14-year-old doctors out there. You gotta have a job to be a doctor. That's what I'm even telling you. There's no 14-year-old doctors out there. You won't find one.
Doctor right here. Want me to read it?
14-year-old doctor.
No, the definition of a doctor.
I'm talking about a doctor. So you don't know what a doctor is?
No, I'm about to read the definition.
A physician, a doctor.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's part of the definition.
17, 21, 19, 20, and 17.
So do you want me to read what it is?
Acting
though?
doctor, 17
Hold on.
years
And
old.
can I read the
Acting.
definition? Is that
Old
cool?
enough to have a job.
Hold on.
17.
Hold on. See, again, here we go. They have to do something else in order to fucking
Qualified.
Yes.
qualify.
Yes.
No. You
It's
said
qualifications for everything.
what did he
Being
say?
a doctor.
A doctor, a qualified practitioner of medicine, a
Okay.
physician, which is what you said,
All
right?
right.
First definition. Second definition, a person who holds a doctorate.
Okay.
That's a doctor.
That's also a doctor.
Okay.
So when you just say doctor,
The first one.
I'm telling you, I'm talking about a doctor.
Okay. The first
A
definition.
person that a medical doctor.
the first
10 youngest
definition.
people to ever achieve a doctorate. 13, 15, 17.
A doctor. A doctor. The person that's at
Look
the
up,
hospital.
look up medical physician,
Yes, do
youngest
that.
medical
Do
physician.
17.
That's
I
what
just
he's
did.
talking. Yeah.
17.
That's what he's talking
17.
about.
17 years
So
old.
17.
Let me see.
I just
You said a doctorate. That's what you
No, I
He
just
a
said the
doctor.
first one.
Yeah, the first definition.
youngest.
That's what we're going off of.
They were Indian
I
guys.
don't know.
Youngest, 17, 19, and 20. Ever doctors.
There's no 14-year-old doctors, and 17 is old enough to be a doctor.
You think it's 17 is old enough to be a practice? You would let a 17-year-old
No, not
operate
at
on you?
all.
Oh, all right, then.
Not
So
at all.
come on,
But you're
Brad.
saying you're
17.
Saying, listen though, see you're contradicting.
At what? No, I didn't contradict anything.
Listen.
I said
So
that you
if
said the
you-
youngest.
If you live, if you
Well,
graduate,
I just gave
if
you a
you
list of
graduate
10. I
as
gave
a-
you a list of
listen,
10 children,
okay.
all under the
Okay.
age of 15, who
All
achieved
right.
PhD status. I just gave you a list
A
of
doctor.
17 that were acting. That's come on, man. That's
You said a 14-year-old doctor. Okay.
A doctor is somebody who achieved a PhD.
Oh my goodness! Like
I
I'm
just read
literally,
the fucking definition.
I'm talking about the first one.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
Oh,
17.
He's talking about
17 years old.
17 is old enough to be a fucking. It's not a 14-year-old doctor.
A 14. I just showed you a list
I just
of
told
10
you what-
people
That's
who were
14.
that
Doogie
had
Howser
doctors.
was a 14-year-old.
Here you go.
Oh goodness! Well, I don't know where the lighter went.
So I had y'all on mute, but I was sitting
Yeah.
outside of the locked door and could hear everything you guys said perfectly.
Who got the lighter? Somebody. Put the
You
lighter.
did. You
I
lit all
didn't
the
have
blunts.
lighter.
You lit all of them.
17. There's one. 21. Dr. Cho Yan. 19. 20. And UK's youngest. 21. 17 is the youngest doctor acting. This guy.
Okay, so no, right? You're right, Prez. There's no 14-year-old doctor.
There's no 14-year-old physician.
Physician.
But there are 14-year-olds who have achieved PhDs, which is the second definition of a doctor.
Okay, number one.
That's not, you can't. Here's the thing: you got to stop discrediting education. Otherwise, then what are people doing it for? Then why learn anything?
You can go.
But you're a teacher, so why learn anything?
So what is a black belt if not a doctorate of fucking
Of fucking karate.
Okay, what's the having a master's or a doctorate in African studies? Does that fucking matter?
Yes.
If you're a college professor, it matters because you get paid highly to do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to like surgically work on somebody, but a doctor, it's a doctorate. It's gonna.
But you know the ins and outs of African studies, Nick.
You could
Which
with a
means
doctorate, you
no.
could go work.
Like that's not
Because
you're not an
it means
engineer.
nothing to
you're
you.
not an engineer.
You don't
Literally.
value that. What do you value? Let's see what you value.
shit to make shit.
Such a
People
name.
understand.
Name three things. We're gonna keep doing this.
Engineers.
No, you value
scientists,
engineering,
science. Shit.
You can be a doctor of engineering.
and you can be a doctor of science.
Okay.
What kind? But here's the thing about science is there's so many branches. You can't say I'm a science doctor. I have a PhD in biology. I have a PhD in chemistry. No, it's
I
not.
have a PhD.
Science
in
is the blanket. Science is the blanket word they use to give you.
Blanket word, it ain't what it is. Science ain't what it is.
You can get a degree in science. No, you get a degree in a science because you
I
specialize.
have
That's
a
what the
degree
degree
in
is.
recording science.
I have a degree in psychology.
That's what
I have
my
a degree in
associates is, nigga. Like,
Google science degree.
recording science.
yes.
Is that a? I mean,
Because there are variables, motherfucker, in order to record somebody's voice. And other things. Like, it's not just people's voice. I can record music, Foley, shit for movies, shit for videos, outside,
And this is
inside.
what I said. So you just Google science degrees. People ask, what are degrees in science? A bachelor in exercise science, bachelor in science degree in accounting, bachelor in science biochemistry,
All that
bachelor in
shit
science
matters.
exercise.
all that shit matters.
So when I say to you that the
Science
science
matters.
is a blanket word,
Covers
it
these
covers
things.
all of these things. Science is
It's not
literally
a blanket word. All that shit matters. That's not a blanket word. It's a science.
What does mattering have to do with what something is?
It gotta matter.
Black lives don't,
so-
but we still black.
Do we know anything about African studies? Do you have to know anything about
That
African
don't matter.
studies? It don't matter. African studies don't matter.
You are an African study. Your life is an African study. You living and breathing in America is the fucking African study, bruh. What are you talking about? You adding to this is you are an African study, bruh. You
I'm
living
African.
and breathing every day is an
I'm
African
African.
study. I can't prove that because I don't have the chemistry, I don't have the DNA, the genealogy to know that. But what I'm
Which
telling
would
you
be
is
the
you
science
identify as
behind it.
African American in this society because you can't be anything
You
else.
do martial arts, which is the science of fucking fighting, motherfucker. Like,
Which don't matter.
Fighting
but you
don't
still
matter.
do it
I like
Fighting
But you
don't
still
matter.
do it.
I like to fight.
because you value that,
I
motherfucker.
like to fight.
Because you value
It's
fighting.
Just like basketball.
Why do you like
It's
to
a
fight,
game.
Prez?
To win.
To win.
I like to win.
Oh, so you value winning too?
Yes.
Which doesn't matter.
It don't matter. I'm
So
saying.
what the fuck are we talking about here?
I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. shit don't
It's a lot of shit that don't matter.
Science matters.
It's a lot of shit that don't matter. Science ain't nothing but a blanket word, fam. Science is
Not
what.
a blanket word.
Okay, you cannot get a 4-year degree and say I have a degree in science. It can't happen. You can't get a 10-year degree in science. You get a degree in a science of something because it is the.
You don't get a black
blanket
belt
word.
in martial
It's
arts.
not-
nigga.
so it's a blanket. So it's science. but
Aaron,
it's a
do
blanket
you get a
word?
black belt in martial arts?
Okay, you ready?
Do
Soon as you get to high school, science doesn't. You don't even take science class. What do you take? You take biology, then you take chemistry,
It's a science.
then you take anatomy.
Sciences.
So that makes sense. The goddamn blanket word because you don't take even take the social sciences. They stopped calling them social studies. Now you're studying
So it's
society
not science.
because. All right, Chris.
Is it not science?
Nobody said it wasn't, but what
So
I'm
how
telling
is
you
it
is
a blanket
science
word?
because it is.
Man,
Science is the
You
word
know,
that
what does a
encompasses
blanket
all
do?
of these things.
What are the characteristics of a
It
blanket?
covers.
It covers
What's a
shit.
It covers.
Oh my.
A blanket covers shit. So if under this blanket is fucking recording martial arts, fucking trigonometry, calculus,
Chemistry.
then what is science doing to the words? nigga?
Astronomy.
Literally, legitimately. Look and stop.
He said legitimately.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Somebody gotta push the button.
Love y'all.
Fucking stop.